I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
아, 이게 가족의 그런 얘기인가? 아이고 좀 닫아줘. 그렇구나. 고양이? 나와버렸네?
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
고양이 이름이었네요? 아, 사람이 아니고? 근데 고양이한테 그렇게 큰 집, 그냥 방을 내어줬는데? 되게 독특한... 신기하다.
I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room. Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family
우와.
and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
특이하다.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
뭔가 집안의 문제를 다 하나하나씩 찾아가는 내용인데 이 집안 자체가 좀 특이하구나.
Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones. Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
진짜 약간 해리포터 느낌 난다.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't. One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity. Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
이런 거 하얀 색깔 뭐 이렇게 찾으라는 이런 게 없었으면 좀 하기 힘들었을 것 같은 게임? 이건 또 뭐야?
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
다 하나씩 일기장에 뭔가가 이것도 문이 열리는 거겠죠?
There's a secret in this bathroom.
아니네?
It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
와, 이거 집이
Sven gave
굉장하다.
Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
방이 방마다 전부 엄청난. 이야, 이제 이런 방 갖고 싶다. 이렇게 뭔가 비밀 통로에 요런. 야, 멋있다. 되게 멋있는데요? 무슨 소리야?
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him.
자막이.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
우와.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
다쳤네.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
이렇게 돼 날아가는 거 아니에요? 날아가는 거 아닌가? 이제 저 위로 날아갈 것 같은데.
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
간다.
I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that,
아, 날 것 같은데?
I'm not gonna tell you again.
maybe if the wind hadn't picked up,
어? 느낌이 안 좋아.
then maybe
느낌이.
he'd still be here. But I doubt it.
설마 이렇게
I
해서.
think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
무서운데? 이거 언제까지 해야 되는 거죠? 진짜 무서운데?
The day he made up his mind to fly, and he did.
진짜 설마
Calvin's
이렇게.
story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
그러네. 그 숫자가 짧다. 50년도에 태어났는데 61년. 그럼 진짜 그네를 타서 그렇게 해서 날아가서 정말. 근데 사실 저도 약간 저런 호기심은 있었어요. 예전에 그러니까 초등학교 때 진짜 막 저렇게 그네 타면은 진짜 이게 한 바퀴
After the
돌까?
funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
라는 생각으로 진짜 그렇게 높이까지 한번 가봤거든요. 근데 못 돌아요. 못 돌지. 뜰살에 입대하고 2번 다시 방에. 아, 이쪽? 이건 또 뭐지? 진짜 머리 좋다. 이런 걸 어떻게 하나씩 이렇게 만들지? 어떻게 하는 거지? 와.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
뭔가 이런 집에서 하루 종일 놀아도 막 심심할 것 같지가 않을 것 같아요. 되게 안 심심할 것 같아.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
바바라가 누군지 궁금했는데. 바바라. 뭐지? 그냥 배우인가? 아역 배우? 바바라?
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards. Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream.
아역 배우.
Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed.
근데 애기 때랑은 목소리가 좀 다르지 않나?
Her scream hadn't aged well.
저.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick,
아.
was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right!
이쪽으로 왔나
Also,
보다.
I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding
저 오르골
and
아까 전에.
winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks.
아.
I'll be back in a sec.
그렇게.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned.
그
So Barbara went to look for him. Right
강도들?
on cue.
저 안에 있는 거 아닐까요?
She reached for the music box.
진짜 내가 하는 거네? 뭐야?
As she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
이거 되게 표현 특이하다. 되게 신기해요. 우와, 만화책인데 내가 진짜로 안을 가. 우와. 너무 신기해.
She found Rick's
되게
crutch and imagined the worst.
특이한 게임이다. 설마 남자친구가... 아이고.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
뭐지? 어디로 간 거지?
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear! Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out. but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
죽인다. 아, 이건 또 뭐야. 무섭게. 이 현관인데? 아, 이쪽. 뭐야?
Walter, are you there? Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
오!
He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
어떻게 해야 돼, 어떻게.
There's gotta be another way out of here.
다른 방법? 다른 방법? 일로.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
혹시 얘 목소리 내게 하려고 짜고 치는 건가? 목소리가 안
She thought
나오니까
about abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it.
어디로 가야 되지? 여긴 아닌 것 같은데? 아... 설마 침대? 밑에? 여기?
Ollie's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned.
뭘 해야 하는 거지? 아... 때려! 너무 상황이...
But she sensed the story might not be over yet.
아니 너무 상황이 심각해졌는데? 아니 저렇게 너무... 진짜
The hookman
없었어.
had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was... At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
뭐야?
Oh dear.
역시
The monsters
Hen?
had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen.
팬인가요?
She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life.
뭐지?
I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, But that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
이게 대체 뭐야?
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.